everybody, and welcome to another Train Sim World 6 video. Today we are doing 6 Bravo 11 Hayes and Harlington sidings to East Usk Yard. We're going from Hayes to Reading with a HOA cargo line volume 2 service in the DB Schenker 66. The DB Schenker 66 is included with this route. It was very bad, as most of the ones were before Southeastern High Speed. I want to see if it's been improved. Please note that if you get cargo line volume 2, you don't get the DB Schenker 66, you get the EWS 66 instead. But let's get started. I don't like these services that have the 66 the wrong way around. Oh, yeah, just walk onto the main line. They have got the new sounds, which is nice. I mean, I still think I prefer the DB cargo livery, as controversial as that might be. Right, back of here. Good, eh? So that is actually the main line, so I do need to be careful. Right, it wants me to be moving in 30 seconds. I can tell you for sure, that is not happening. Daytime running lights. That's yard work. I suppose we could be on yard work till we leave the yard, but what's the point? Instrument lights on. Why is all that not there? What the hell? Where's F2? Is that open? No, it's F3. Then F2. Then F4. And train length is 300 yards, so we'll call it 900 feet. Where's enter? There it is. There we go. In forward, let's take brakes off. We have a green signal, let's get HUD off. What speed is it? 25, that's not too bad actually. Yeah, here are the HOAs. We have an empty service, I believe. Well, I believe, I can see. I wanted to do one of the HKAs, one of the JNAs and HOA services, but unfortunately I'm a bit limited to time today, so I want to try and get 3 runs done. But yeah, if I had any sense of brain about me at all, I probably would have gone the other way, because the first video was to Reading, and now the second video is to Reading, but hey, that's alright I suppose, there's no problem in that. But yeah, once again, I apologise if you hear any kind of sniffling, or anything like that. I am not feeling... well, I'm feeling fine. Just, I've been physically better before, if that makes sense. Right, I think we're... A? Does the 60 apply from here? Okay, where do we actually come onto that line? Here is a First Great Western Blue HST. Let's listen to the rail singing. Right, we're about to hit the 60. No. Okay, that doesn't ping. I think that needs to be fixed, ideally. Right, okay. It looks as if we're staying on this line for a little bit. I think we'll go acceleration notch 5. When driving the 66, you should always leave it half a second. You shouldn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should go 1, half a second, 2, half a second, 3, half a second, 4. Just to allow the revs to, you know, build up, I presume. Just so you don't over rev it, just so you can see what you're sort of doing. I mean, we have a max speed of 60 today anyway, so we can just go. Yeah, here we are coming on just before the Heathrow branch. Is that full beams? Yes it is, we're on full power. I want to try and find, I don't actually know what I want to try and find. Lol. But I mean, look at this. DB Schenker 66, but actually good. No more of the bad GWE 66s, which is a shame because I really like this livery. But now they're good, we can actually start using this livery, which is nice. I don't think they're painted in this livery anymore, but that's beside the point. They would have been back in these days, I suppose. I say back in these days, 2017, it wasn't that long ago. Well, I'm saying that, it was 9 years ago. Yeah, I was 9 in 2017, and I'm 18 now, so yeah, 9 years ago. Rightio. That's... But yeah, I don't know when abouts this video is coming out. It might be the hype for the remaster might have already died. I don't know. I hope not. But here's a 165. Yeah, I hope everybody has been enjoying the remaster so far. Yeah, 60. Oh, it is actually limiting us to 60. Before it could say you could do all sorts of speed. But today it is like, no, you're going 60 and that's it. Which I love. But yeah, I haven't driven that 166 ever. I mean, I've driven it once on this route, and I've driven it maybe once or twice on the Brighton main line. But I've never driven it that much, really. So, decided to give that a whirl next stream. Double yellow over on that side. Are we speeding? Not really. Here we come through Hayes and Harlington. But yeah, I'd love to see a little paid DLC for this route. A little... Oh, sorry. A little £15 DLC, which would include the track up to Heathrow and the Heathrow Express 387, because then we'll have the Heathrow Express and the Heathrow Connect, and we could take them all the way up to Heathrow. Do you know what I mean? I'd happily pay £15 for that. I mean, I'd probably get it on sale just like everything else I buy. It's normally on sale by some amount, but that's double yellow. Let's begin to slow down a bit then. Not too much, just a teeny bit. Yes, I heard you the first time, pal. We're not following like a stopper, are we? Right, okay, we're not really braking, which is a bit concerning. Oh yeah. Great Western Green 66. 66? Great Western Green 66. Oh, that would look awesome. Oh, look at how high quality those coaches are. I know this is going to sound weird, but look at the logo. Look at how crisp it is. Great Western Railway. It's like we're there. It's like we can see. It's almost like we can touch it. No, hang on, we're meant to be braking. Why am I putting on power when we're coming up to a yellow? Right, we need to actually start slowing down. It's a double yellow again, thankfully, but like... this thing just ain't flipping slowing down. What station's this? Either. Let's release the brakes a little bit. Hoping this next signal will be one with a more green brightness about it. No, it's going to be a double yellow again. I mean, at least we're matching whatever's in front of us, I suppose. At least we're not catching it up. But yeah, these actually have the decent sounds now, which is nice. I mean, the Cargo Line Volume 2 HOAs are great. They're amazing. They go on so many different routes. I think it's 4 or 5 now. Possibly even more as AI. Right, that's a green signal. I think... No, I'll stay at this speed and wait till to see what the next signal is. And then if it's green, I'll put some throttle on and floor it. You know, get out of here. Sort of start our driving. What is the time? 11:15. And we don't really have a time to be in Reading, but the service was about half an hour. So we should be about another 20 minutes, which would put me to 35, which would give me about anywhere between 25 and 30 or 40 minutes. Right, that's a green banner repeater. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5. All that time and those FKAs are still there. Bit sad really, isn't it? 6. Not gonna say the next number for obvious reasons. 8. There we go, full beans. Full beans, Shed, let's give it some. Let's have a little look at the 166. Oh yeah, announcements. Nice. Oh, that's a 165. Oh. I thought the 165s were just 2-car, but it turns out there's some 3-car ones as well. I feel like he should be further up the platform than what he is, though, to be fair. I don't know if that's just me, but... I mean, if it is just me, then fair enough. Maybe the marker's there, who knows? But don't stop short of the marker, will you, for God's sake? We have 5 viewers in the Twitch chat. Welcome on in, everybody. I need to slow down. Again. Because I'm going faster than the thing in front of me. What is it? What is it? Right, let's actually put some brake on, because we know this thing don't like to slow down. We're just going to make stopping at Reading a little bit difficult. It's just empty, so I can't see why it would be so bad at slowing down. Is it still on passenger? It looks like it's still on passenger. Hang on a minute. F3. Brakes will use good timing. Goods timing, yeah, as they should. But that doesn't look like it. Oh, interesting, I didn't know you could do that. There we go, our signal's just gone up to green. Off come the brakes, I don't know why the HUD's on. There we go. I have the most pathetic coughs ever. I don't think anybody has a more pathetic cough than me. I know that's a bit random, but like, I can't tell you how pathetic they are. Right, brakes. Again. We are clearly chasing something. But they should be able to do 15 mile an hour more than we can. Right, that's a yellow at the end of the signal. Let's take this stuff seriously. That's Great Western HST. Right, come on. We're going to need a little bit more braking than that. We shouldn't really use more than 4.5 bar, to be fair. It looks like we've been matey. Right, it's just stepped up to double yellow, so off they come. Should have really been observing that. Those are some bright yellow wellies. Fair play to you. That is bold. That was a single yellow, so I'm not speeding up. These signals are well close together here. Like, talk about being packed in. I was expecting this to be like a nice... I mean, in the old timetable, doing this, it would have been a nice, easy run, greens all the way. But here, no, we're chasing yellows. I mean, hey, I'm not one to complain. If it makes it interesting, it makes it interesting. Because the freight runs always felt like a bit of a chore on here. They were never really interested, and you're always just like looking for something to say, looking for something to do. But now, you know, flying along. Don't even have to think. You know, just say it as you see it, sort of thing. See it, say it, sorted. 61016, we'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. Bash. Right, 40 if you're coming over, we're not. Oh no, it's Mr. Potato Head. I like how these are half graffitied, half not. I think GWE was always the one that was best for having a good mix. I think mid and mainline it's too heavy on graffiti. DSD, right, that's a green signal. The signal sections seem to have stretched out a little bit here, which makes me wonder why we wouldn't have yellows here, but we would at that section beforehand. Oh, just let the train change gear. There we go. I wonder if we're meant to take power off for that. No, because then how would it change gear? There we go. Full beans, off we go. I do like giving a shed full beans. There's something so nice about it. Oh, retail park. No, those are just warehouses. That's not really a retail park, is it? What is it, a B&Q? There, man, now. Or a home bargain to that sort of colour palette. Meow. What station is this? Oh, let's have a gander. Burnham. Nice. I like how they've all gone purple now. Because that was the original plan for GWE. All the stations with purple. Bang! Flipping heck that up. I wonder, does it save your collectibles? Or do you need to get them again? Not too sure. There is a 1.6 something, I don't know now. Can't tell the difference. But it's weird to think that this route in 2017 wasn't even electrified that far. In fact, I've just seen the wires end there, right? Briefly. Or maybe that's missing OHLE, I'm not sure. No, I think they have come to an end. Yeah, there you go, they end just there. And this is where the poles... No, they haven't ended. Okay. Right, I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about. But like, it's weird to think that this route isn't electrified in 2017. However, West Coast Mainline SHAP is electrified as of, like, 1986. Or, I mean, before that. But, you know, the route that's in Trains and World is 1986. I don't know when it was actually electrified. Maybe that's something for Google. When was the West Coast Main Line between Preston... But no! God's sake. Preston and Carlisle electrified. 6th of May 1974. So I like to think they had full electric lines in 74. And you know, what's that? Half a decade later they haven't. Is that no, half a decade, that's 5 years. Half a century. Right? Yeah, roughly, 40 years. Because I mean that would have been the same age as the HST. When, you know, I think the HST was 79. So when the HST was made, they'd finished electrifying the West Coast Main Line. That's mental to think. Because I wonder if I think we had electric trains in this country before we had diesel trains. Because Southern Railway was all electrified with Third Rail, I think. I believe that's what I was told. If that info is wrong, I apologise, but don't blame me. But yeah, weird. Single yellow. Right, now we could actually have a red, so let's actually start putting some proper braking on. Let's go about 4 3/4 bar. I don't know, I don't know how this... Yeah, that'd be like... No, that'd be 4 1/4. Right, let's release. But yeah, I hope everybody is enjoying the stream. I'm enjoying playing this remaster, I must say. Had a little bit of blurries on the first run, but maybe that was just the route, like, running. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you know the first time when you run it, it's probably not going to be optimal performance. I'm on an Xbox Series S, by the way, so that has less memory than a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. So that doesn't help my case either. In saying that, I got a Gen 9 console for, I mean, like 200 quid, so I can't complain. Especially when I'm pretty sure it's like 400, 350 quid for an Xbox Series X brand new. And I got a Series S used for 200. Right, double yellow. Signal has stepped up. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go with 4 on the acceleration notches. I wonder how much more time this is going to take than scheduled. And imagine if I'd left on time, I'd be even closer to him. But at least this doesn't seem to have the same issue as the one on West Coast Main Line South. You have to zoom in for the headlights to properly load. But yeah, I have no Cargo Line Volume 1 and Cargo Line Volume 4 are the ones I don't own, so you won't be seeing any military or petroleum services. They do run on this route, but just not on my game because I don't own them. Which is a bit of a shame, because like the Xbox sales this year have been mental good. The first sale was a bit second sale was goated, and then the third sale has been just as goated in my opinion. I think like 20 or 30 DLCs on the sale, it's like wow. But my annoyance is when it's a Focus Entertainment publisher sale, aka Dovetail Games, because Focus Entertainment own Dovetail Games, I believe. Only Dovetail Games products go on the sale. So say for example Cargo Line from Skyhook Games, that's never been on sale, because they don't go into the publisher sales because it's not made by Dovetail Games. It's published by Dovetail Games, so I don't know if that would maybe in a Focus Entertainment publisher sale. But they're publisher sales anyway though, aren't they? I suppose. I really don't know. But yeah, that's my theory as to why it's never gone on sale on Xbox. I mean, never say never, but I'm saying never for a long while. There's a Great Western HST. And signal has stepped up to a green. 5, 50 miles an hour. Right, we're not having AWS sound yet. There is a signal there though, so let's have a peek and see what colour that is. Please be green, please be green, please be green. Please be green. It can either be green or double yellow, it can't be any worse than that. That's not even a signal for us, so off we go. I'm going to put 2 in just to sort of try and hold us. It's a green again. How far are we from Reading? 9.4 miles, so we shouldn't be there too long. Should take us about 60 miles an hour to do 10 miles, which should take about, I want to say 6 minutes. Is that right? 6 minutes? If we could have an average speed of 60, which we won't, so it'll probably take about 12 to 15. Which would put me short for the next video, but that's alright. There's a 165. I am liking this shed so far, like really enjoying it. Maybe when I come back I'll do a 166 super aggregates run. And I don't know. But I think the next one will be a 350, I think. Little 350 service. Can I hear rail singing? Not yet. Maybe I'll hear it as we go past. Yeah, listen to that. Oh, that's unreal. And I'm also gonna do a Mega Gamer Extra video, because I've got to. Well, I haven't got to, but like, come on, you just must. I'm gonna do a train spotting video at... Where would be the best, do you reckon? I reckon Ealing Broadway. I reckon Ealing Broadway would be a good one, because there's a good footbridge. Yeah, there's a good footbridge where you can get a nice view, I believe. So I'll do that when I come back. I mean, that won't be till probably about 5 o'clock, possibly even later than that UK time, so yeah. Another green signal. Whatever it is really shot off. There you go, just give the workers down there a toot. Toot toot. But yeah, this route is really, really nice. Really, really nice. I'm going to give this a solid, I reckon an 8 out of 10 from what I've seen so far. I mean, I got this route 10% off because I had Xbox Game Pass last year. And then like 2 weeks later it went on sale for about 80% off, and it's like, god damn it, I should have waited. And that stung quite hard, to be honest, but it doesn't sting so much anymore. When it was a nasty little TSW1 route, I say nasty, it wasn't nasty, it was good. And it wasn't modern, is what I mean. It wasn't proper standards of like TSW5, TSW6, etc. I wonder if we are going to get a TSW7, you know, because Dovetail Games don't really seem to be making much content. And that makes me wonder either A, what was I going to say? No. Are they holding back stuff for TSW7? Like, are they making stuff just for TSW7 already? Or what was I going to say? Or are they just going to skip it and just keep this game alive for 2 years? I mean, I wouldn't mind, heck, I'd love this game to be alive 2 years. I think that should be the way. I think it should be every other year. I would just like this game to be in a... It can't be in a perfect state, and I think we're just going to have to accept that. And it can't be in a perfect state, but I would love to see it in a much better state than what it is now. You know, get rid of the blurries if possible. Get rid of all the dispatcher problems, you know, maybe add a couple of modes along the way. Or, you know, develop modes and then have them, you know, actually develop modes in time for a release, rather than what's happened with guard mode and what's happened with like the temporary speed restrictions and the faults, you know, actually develop them properly, rather than just sort of, you know, they're there now. 4.1 miles, well, that's really coming down quick. Do you know what I mean? Like, actually put some quality control in is what I'm trying to say, and I'm not saying there isn't quality control before you all come at me on your keyboards. No, I'm only joking. But like, yeah, I think some more quality control would be great to see. And maybe even some more remasters. I mean, heck, I think they've done GWE because it's probably the most owned route, but how many people do you reckon quit TSW in like TSW3, TSW4, and then have come back to TSW6 just for this? And maybe they've even bought Riviera line as well. And maybe they're going to go out and buy some of the layers, do you know what I mean? So while this is a free remaster, there will be business that comes with this, do you know what I mean? Like, there will be good stuff that comes for them, like with this, and I think, like, what was I going to say? Sorry, I'm going off track. I really don't know what I was going to say. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. The Island of Sodor game, I reckon that will be great for business. Yeah, okay, maybe it's a bit of a shame to see them moving resources about and maybe taking resources away from TSW. But if they make God knows how much money from it, they could put that into TSW, because I doubt we'll see an Island of Sodor 2. I mean, we might see add-ons for it, like, I don't know, Bill and Ben, or something like that. But yeah, I reckon that will make them money that they could quite easily put back into this game, if that makes sense. But yeah, I believe this is the second video I've made since East Coastway was confirmed to get a remaster. Now that, I'm really looking forward to. East Coastway remastered, and possibly maybe a Brighton mainline remaster in the future, because they'd have the timetable for Brighton trains. You know, all they'd have to do is go, Rivet, can we borrow your timetable? And they'd be like, yeah, if you pay us X amount. And then, you know, Control-C, Control-V into the timetable for Brighton mainline. That's probably not how it works, but we'll pretend it's that simple, you know, in our little judgmental chairs. But do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this game is moving to a much better place. And I think, yeah, I just think it's so much better. Now, they need to remaster Northern Transpennine. That's Northern Transpennine or Tees Valley line. I would say Northern Transpennine, but I feel like Tees Valley would be easier for them, because Northern Transpennine would basically need to be redone. Because the timetable for it is a bit, let's be real, it's a bit awful. You know, you can see Class 101s anywhere between 10 and 88 minutes apart. I don't think they'd be that bad in real life. Yeah, imagine missing the train and you're like, oh yeah, it's alright, there's the next one in 10 minutes. Somebody else misses that train and they go, oh yeah, I'm sure it won't be that long. 88 minutes later, their train pulls into the station. Oh dear. It's like an hour and a half. Could you imagine? Just catch the bus at that point. Well, don't have you paid for a train ticket, you'd be fuming if you had to catch a bus. Which makes me wonder how like rail replacement is actually popular. Because like if you know rail replacement is running, like don't get me wrong, sometimes it's just a portion of the route. So you sort of, I don't know, say if you went from Edinburgh to London, and let's say from Peterborough down there was rail replacement. Obviously that makes sense for you to get on the rail replacement. But if you were doing a journey that you knew was rail replacement, and you didn't have to use the train at any point throughout that journey, it was just going to be the rail replacement bus, why not just get the bus anyway? You know, a train ticket could be like £15–20 just to be on a bus. Whereas if you pay for a bus ticket on a bus, it's £3. Don't get me wrong, it'd get you there much, much quicker, but even still. Hang on a minute, what's going on here? Come on, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Where am I meant to be going? What's going on here? Let me just bring this to a stop. Let me put some brakes on it. Are we going in that platform? Yes, I think that's just gone yellow. No. 2, 3. Off we go. Oh, bit of movement. Cool, there's a HST. God, even Reading's getting busy. I remember being the only train in Reading sometimes, but now look at it. It's jam-packed, and there's a shed. I believe that's the only shed we've seen today, other than our own. But like, you're almost guaranteed to see a freight train every single run you do, which is amazing if you have all the layers. And I mean, I don't have cargo line 1 or 4, like I said, so I might have even seen more. Or if you do this run, 6 Bravo 11, let me know if you see any cargo line 1 or 4 services if you own them. But yeah, apologies for all the rants, waffles and tangents and all of that, but that is, I suppose, what this channel's for. Oh look, red bus. Nice. Not quite London, but red bus. I don't know what these triangles are for. Where are we meant to stop? Right at the end still. I mean, it doesn't really matter where we stop, we're a freight service at the end of the day. As long as we don't come to a stop ridiculously short, but I don't want to go too long either and run past the signal. I reckon that'll do. Yeah, this will do. But yeah, if you have enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, subscribe, and I shall see you all in the next one. Take care, and goodbye for now. That was a really nice run. I really, really enjoyed that.